God bless everybody. Today we're going to be talking about a sensitive topic, and that's about taking a life. There's a lot of mystery books, mystery movies, TV shows about solving a murder, right? Um, and it seems to be a subject that attracts attention, right? People are glued to the TV. What's going to happen next? Who is it, right? Um, Such as like Sherlock Holmes and things like that. But I guess it's just a show. It's fake. It's not real. Um, you know, we know we shouldn't be doing that in the real world. It's bad kind of thing, and society lets us know that it's bad, and also the Bible tells us that it's not okay. Deuteronomy 5:17, you must not murder. There's these movies, Star Wars movies, right? And there's a character in there, and his name is Yoda, and he says, "Fear is the path to the dark side." And then he continues saying, "Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering." I want to focus on that part where he says anger leads to hate. Because anger that is let loose, anger that is fueled, usually leads to hate. And that hate can be destructive. It can destroy the person, right? It can destroy others in the process, in the way. You may be angry against God, against an individual, against a group of people, against the government, right? And you can't be at ease. You can't seem to be calm, at peace. Now, I'm not saying that if you dislike, let's say for example, people that litter, right? I dislike these actions that people are littering the streets or the beach. That you shouldn't have a plan to maybe get awareness out there or create a program, because you should. But what I am saying is that if you are so angry at the people who litter that you just want to cause them harm, you want to get back at them, then now we're looking at something different. And now we're looking at hate. And so when you are thinking about your goals, what is the goal? You must ask yourself, what is the goal? Why am I making this program to, create awareness about the litter, for example? What's the purpose? What's the goal? What's the main reason? Right? In that anger, the words can come out of a person's mouth, right? That come out of a person's mouth can be packed with revenge, can be packed with hate, can be packed with daggers that are ready to kill. If your words, or if the words that come out of a person's mouth are filled with such things, then what is going on within that person? There is definitely something that he or she is carrying within themselves, right? If it's hate toward God, against God, right? Maybe you've heard them say something like, "God didn't save my family member from death. That's why I dislike God or hate God. It's because God didn't fix the problems in my house. There were family problems and God didn't fix them. It's because I was told that God could solve my issues and it only got worse. God's word was used only to hold me back from really enjoying life. Blaming God or the people who taught what they believed to be true does not give someone the right to say negative words about God or about those people. Is there hurt? Yeah. Pain? Anger? Possibly. But holding on to it is only going to lead that person to a darker place. If it's anger against an individual or group of people, right? If you can go and talk with that person or people, right? To help understand what happened, right? Go for it. I might not understand everything, right, of what people did to an individual, but I know that it hurts. When I was a kid in school, in middle school, I was bullied. Bullied because I was a believer. Bullied because they knew that I wasn't going to fight back. And a close friend of mine decided to betray me. He wanted to fit in with the cool crowd, so he went against me. He did things in that bullying, right, that was happening. And I held tight to anger. For about 4 years, every time I thought about it, about the events that had happened, what he had done to me, I started to hate. I started to hate him. And in my heart, I truly wish God could hurt him like he did to me. And I noticed how after those years, I was the one who still remained hurt. He didn't even think about it anymore. I'm pretty sure he moved on from it. But it was still me who was hurt. I was not at ease. I was not at peace. And that might be you. You perhaps have been hurt. But getting back at that person or people is not going to solve it. Especially if you are a believer in God, someone who claims to follow God's teachings. To do those things of revenge is not okay. The Pharisees claimed to love God, but their actions, their words, didn't quite match up to a true follower of God. One day as I was driving home, I was already in college, I saw the person who had caused me harm. And the flood of memories and those feelings of hate started to overtake me once again. And at that moment, I told God, I don't want to feel this way again. I just can't anymore. I can't live like this. I need you to take it from me. And at that moment, I forgave him. In my heart, I forgave him. And I kid you not, when I did that, I literally felt this weight that just came off of my chest. And I was able to be at peace. I was able to breathe. I was able to be at ease. I still have the memories, but I don't feel anger, hate toward him anymore. Matthew 5:21-22 says, "You have heard that our ancestors were told, you must not murder. If you commit murder, you are subject to judgment. But I say, if you are even angry with someone, you are subject to judgment. If you call someone raka, which means empty-headed, like tonto, you are in danger of being brought before the court. And if you curse someone, you are in danger of the fires of hell. There's so much anger, right? We're talking about anger here in you, that you call someone negative words. You put them on blast. You are doing these actions because of anger, because of hate. Then the Bible here lets us know that we're in danger. You might be so filled with rage that you don't believe these words anymore. The hate has totally blinded you. But I pray that you come to realize that you can't claim to love God and only love some people, some neighbors. Right? You can read John 14:15 and Romans 13:9. Is any person, individual, perfect? No. But if God forgave us, then we too should forgive others. And if you say, well, I don't believe in God anymore, then could we say that it's pride that's getting in the way? Could we say that perhaps it's stubbornness? If you need to let it out, yeah, tell God about it, but you can also talk to someone that you trust. But you have to forgive. And then you can move on away from the anger, from the rage, from the hate. And then healing can begin. And you can start to live again. I pray for each and every one of you. Think about this. If you know somebody who is there, use kind words to talk to them, to remind them that they're not the only ones, right? There's many other people who have their hearts been hurt. But forgiveness, forgiving in our hearts, forgiving verbally, can really help us to start to heal. God bless everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.